this. As you can see, we have 4 chairs up here.
Yes, what is happening?
You guys ready? I said, are you ready? Let's bring out this super panel. TVDNJ. Michael Trevino. Charles Michael Davis. And Daniel Gillies.
Good morning. Hello. All right. Like this. Wow. That is. Can I study under
That's
here?
how we start this. That's how we start this.
That's why you guys are moved the furthest away.
That's actually how my girlfriend greets me every morning. It's usually pretty hostile though, actually.
Like the war cry.
I love. I mean, obviously.
People
See, it's-
I'm in Iraq yelling,
we can all see that this is a packed house. And I told Michael the other day, I was like, word is our panel is standing room only. We got standing room only.
Technically it is. There's a bit there.
Thank you all for coming.
Thank you so much. First cookie of the day. Thank you very much. Oh, this is.
I knew you knew who.
Yeah. We can I can put that in 4. We can. Yeah. So, how was yesterday for you guys? Matt Davis was here.
Was Malarkey here?
Right? Malarkey was here. I missed him. I wasn't able to see him or Zach.
I wore his sunglasses. They left at my house a couple months ago. I gave them back to him, but I guess they're mine now forever.
Well, we are very happy to be here. Unfortunately, Paula and Ian are getting America drunk. But
They haven't sent me a crate yet. I want to.
did you guys get any booze?
I want to sample that caramel covered
Did you guys get any booze?
I did not. You.
Unreal. No booze. Did you guys get booze? Or you guys all? Yeah. I do want to know that. Is this good stuff?
I heard there is booze in there, but it's mostly Pauline sweat. It's like I was like, that's an interesting approach for a bottle of whiskey.
So, Brothers Bond.
Brothers.
Watch
Which sign was that on?
Brothers Bond.
Got it.
Watch
Thank you for correcting me. I would have been embarrassed.
At your local Whole Foods. Jeez.
Yeah, Wesley said he always was at the U.S. Open, and he said his rad seats at the U.S. Open. He was at the final. And like he's sending me like rad shots of Djokovic, and sadly my guy lost. But I'm like, dude, Paul, quit sending me this. Just send me some bourbon. Send me some bourbon. I'm sick of these tennis shots. So, do we have questions? Do we have a moderator? What's going on?
Oh, hi.
First of all, I want Mike to see my shirt.
Yeah, I got
What is it?
for a building.
It says for a hell of a good time for Taylor Lockwood.
Oh, yes.
Oh, love it. Yeah. To have a good time? A how good time? Oh, I love it. Yeah.
This question is for Daniel. The last time we met, I told you you were my Brad Pitt. Do you remember?
Yeah, you
I asked you about if they were to be made Interview with a Vampire, and Joseph trolled you and said that you were too old to play Brad Pitt. So this year, my question is, if they were to remake The Lost Boy, would you like to be in it? With who else? Who will write? Who will direct? And who will produce?
Oh, there's so many questions in there. This is a really hard way to begin. I took a red eye and I'm asleep, so this is going to be an interesting answer. Who would I play? Wasn't Diane Weist the mother? Diane Weist?
Sweet Diane Weist, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully any scene I could do with her would be amazing. But wasn't there that evil old, the guy she was dating ended up being the I'll be that dude.
Edward Herman was his name.
I do a bit pale shadow of a comparison to him, but I would like to play that guy. And then we just hire a bunch of Riverdale kids, I guess. But I get to do tons of scenes with Diane Weist.
Diane Weist.
I don't know. Anders, can you answer this for me?
Yes.
Here we go. Here's next, folks. Here it comes. Who's directing?
I'm acting as Daniel's interpreter. He took a night flight. So what was the second part of the question? Who's directing?
She's asking who would I like to direct and be in it. I don't know.
Well, I can tell you this.
Noah Baumbach.
I can tell you this. I'm sure they'll do a movie, but I was on a little show called iZombie. I don't know that. So my boy Rob Thomas, who created that, he created Lost Boys, the television show. So that's coming at you soon.
I think I just came.
You know who's starring other than some sexy Lost Boys? Diane Weist.
Thank you.
That was. Sorry, I'm so sorry. You're amazing.
I love that shirt.
Hello, I'm Jamie. So if you could play any other character, who would it be and why?
Any other character in general?
Yeah, just for all of them.
In general.
In general.
I'd like to play Elena.
Yeah. And I would go for Rebecca.
We can make that happen. Let me show you how it's done. I've been dying for you to say Rebecca.
I didn't think about that.
I'm still gonna be myself.
Let's change it for nobody.
I don't know. Maybe Klaus, but with an eye patch. I'm still stuck on General Austin. You know, 2 eye patches. And so I have to look at it. Well, but wait, I'm playing him. This doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna give you an apology.
Thank you so much.
Really?
Wait. So, did everybody answer?
Yeah. And then Rebecca.
And then you were right over here.
Good morning, my name's Amanda. And my
Good morning.
question is, if you could kill anyone on the show who survived, who would it be?
Wait, who survived?
Everybody died. Everybody died.
No, I'm not saying kill him, he survives.
Wait,
Matt's
if
the
I
only one
died,
who survived.
am I allowed to
Killing Matt Davis.
Killing Davis.
There can only be one
He's the
Davis.
last guy. He's still, still there.
You know what? I've said this before. I originally auditioned for Alaric, and Matt Davis beat me out. So I got to
He beat him on.
sweet John Gilbert, who everybody loved.
So I got the wrong.
So yeah, dude. Yeah, Matt Davis, Alaric.
Yeah, mine would be the same, probably. Matt Davis.
I gotta say too, just Matt, not in the show, I just want to murder Matt. If only to end those conspiracy theories of his.
Doesn't that cloud look like 2 spaceships having sex?
Two chemtrails and chemicals in the sky. You don't see that?
Meanwhile, we all love him. But we all truly love Matt.
Do that joke in his face.
He would be missed.
He's like, you guys are laughing, but yeah, it's real.
Hi there.
Well, hi.
So this question is for all of y'all, and I've been asking it to like pretty much everybody. What is the dumbest way that you've injured yourself?
Dumbest way.
By the way, what a great original question. Thank you.
Dumbest way.
And by that I mean only people from the originals can answer. No, I'm kidding. No, that's an amazing. Thank you for a unique question.
Dumbest way. When I was a kid, I had 22 stitches in my lip. I've been clean through my lip when I was a kid. So I was jumping on pillows, and I'd jump on the table, and then I'd shoot this Nerf ball at a Nerf basket, and I tripped over and clean through. Anyway, when I moved to LA, I was like, this is the reason I'm never gonna get work because of this goddamn lip. And then I got on a show called Alias. It was a dumb way. I was on a show called Alias, and then it was back in the chat boards. It was before the Twitters and the things. It was like, do they like me? Oh, do they like me? And it's like, I like Sark. You know, I think he's great. This is how like all the fans sounded to me. And then this one girl said, it's like, I think he's got a crooked lip. It was Temple of Doom. My heart was just ripped out showing it to me. It was like, that's the thing I'm sensitive about. Anyway, but tripping over a tag, yeah. That's the dumbest way I ever got hurt.
It's a hard question to answer. And my answer is so
because you've injured yourself so many times in very dumb ways.
Yeah. Well, no, but the dumbest way is just such a boring answer, but it's just like, I'm getting older. But it's just like getting out of bed. Like your, I don't know if you guys get this between your shoulders, when you just pull your back. And usually it's when you slept where this half of your body's like warm, and of course I always sleep with no show, because whatever. But I'll turn or something, because this is cold. This is such a, I'm falling asleep answering this question. What's that? Okay, beautiful.
Just you.
This is great.
Should get you going.
Deal. What were you saying back there, sir?
Are you also a chiropractor?
Yeah, I got you, man. You know, I gotta take her. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
The only injuries I've had are snowboard related. And been doing that for a bit. I wear a helmet now, but for the longest I didn't. So if you ski, snowboard, any of those activities, wear your helmet. Probably I should, I think snowboard related issues, I think I could have been more careful. And I'm more careful now.
I'm actually having a chat over there, so I'm going to be Charles. Okay, the other night, my girl, she almost made the Olympics on the Canadian team in Taekwondo. And the other night, we went to dinner, we saw St. Vincent, spoon at the Hollywood Bowl, I guess I'm stupid. And we got home, I was like, fucking, I want to feel it. I know you, and she's like, but she's like, I will kill you. And I was like, give it to me, I just want to get kicked. And she gave me, she was a roundhouse, she gave me a tap. She goes, I went for her softness. I was like, you can give me more than that. And then she just went, wow. I could have been the dumbest way. Anyway, it knocked me back on. I was like, why did I ask for that? I know. So it's still hurting now. It's cracked here. It's healing. So that's the dumbest way I.
So in Taekwondo?
Taekwondo, dude. She's junior nationals, man. Whoa. Yeah, dude. She's serious. Yeah, you want to get kicked by her? I can arrange it.
What about you? You making any money or something? You don't get caught slipping. I don't think so.
Not in like really dumb ways.
All right, what's the coolest way you ever got?
The coolest way.
Yeah.
When I was little, when I was like 5, I loved dogs. And there was a child. All right.
Yeah, dogs. Dogs. A lot of people don't like dogs.
I also like cats. You know my cat. People outnumber dogs.
No cats!
No, but I went under a table to kiss this dog because I just loved the dog, little chow face, and he was eating. So he didn't appreciate that. So I got bit on the face, so I don't know if anyone can notice, but I have a scar here ever since I was like 5.
Yeah, that falls into the category of stupid.
That's stupid.
That's stupid.
Did you say that there will be blood as you like walk through? I'll drink your milkshake.
No, I was only 5, it had to come out.
I couldn't see the future.
Thank you for the questions.
Thank you.
Thank you guys for your answers.
Thank you.
Hey, can I get another one of these pomegranate Pellegrinos? They're delightful. I'm sponsored by pomegranate Pellegrino, so 3 times during this talk back I have to mention it. But I really do just want one now.
Yeah, I'll have 4 more rails of ketamine, please.
We're gonna, Daniel, you want a Lady in the Tramp one? Like old time? Get in the middle?
All those sports hats with the weird straws that. Let's just.
Next question.
Hi, I'm Victoria. This question is for all of you. What is the best prank you've pulled on set?
We always get asked these questions. I never have a really decent answer. I've got some terrible pranks I pulled on set. But I feel like, yeah. Oh, that's annoying.
I mean, it's kind of the prank that I was in. I wasn't on the show as long as some of these people. They got rid of me quick. But I gave my life so my daughter would not become a vampire until at least the next season. So there was like, it's hotter than Saigon, hotter than Hades in Atlanta, it's August, and I'm in a hospital bed, and Paul is like choking me. He's like, if you don't get out of here, I'm gonna turn you into that exact thing that you hate. That was a perfect Paul reading, right? And then okay, we cut on some coverage. I'm like literally, I peel out of bed. I'm all under the covers, trapped all like the gag, and like it's this perfect halo of my body, of sweat. And I go outside and cool off, and I come back, and I get back into my sweat coffin, and there's a little brown spot right where my sweat silhouette is. Right there, my butt. And they're like, damn, dude, what the shit is this? And I'm like, I have shorts on, I have underwear on, I have a smock. There's no way. It's not. I even got up, I scratched and sniffed it. That's not. But in my head, I'm so mortified, I'm so embarrassed. And they keep busting my balls for hours. It's on Paul's covers. I'm not giving him the right stuff. I'm like, still thinking about it. And then at one point, like an hour later, because Shartsy was right here, Shatsy. He's right here, he's like, and Paul Summers, GP, was like going around going, I'm gonna cover wagon here, Kino there. And he's like, dude, Andrew still thinks he shit the bed. And Paul's like, I just took a Hershey kiss and rubbed it there.
I thought it was Candace that did it. It was.
No, it's something.
Okay, got it.
Candace.
I thought Candace had something to do with
That
that.
would have been a fun Candace.
Yeah, that's good. Okay. Pranks, man. I can't. No, I'm not really. I think that it's not necessarily pranks, but I think scenes in which there's like 5 or 6 of us, nothing gets done because everybody's just kind of either throwing each other off, to be honest, on coverage, or like messing with one another, or laughing at kind of the circumstance of the scene as well as you're trying to stay in it. And so you're not pranking, but everybody's just joking at one another. And it's usually when there's 4 or more people in a scene, and we're all doing the Scooby-Doo.
That's chaos.
What's next? Who's killed who? Who did this? Yeah, I think it's those moments.
What was that one? Were you on set when Joe kept breaking? He was with Charmin.
And what happened?
I don't know, Charmin had to turn and say like, I think a big one's coming. I can feel it. I mean, it was the first time I ever seen Joe not be able to stay in character.
That's shocking, yeah.
I mean, the shows are, to echo what Michael just said, like the shows are so earnest and they're so serious, and they really didn't write a lot of humor for us, even though there was quite a lot of funny people, you know. And so we just, and we all kind of, we did actually have, we all liked each other, and it was just sort of buoyant and fun, but it's also, I think it's a psychological way of surviving those days, because if you really were earnest and super professional about those scenes, it would be, that would feel like work, you know.
You guys though went on the street of
Pranks.
Yeah,
watch it. So there's the parking story, but I feel like I tell this every. You know what? I never tell it.
I showed up to work and his car was parked across 2 lanes.
Yeah.
Behind Joseph's. And then I would steal parking, like no parking signs, and I'd dig a hole and put them right in a spot.
And then there was also that one time I showed up and you guys, instead of my director's chair, put a folding chair out with a sign that had my name misspelled on it.
That's good, I like that. That's good.
It said Charles.
Charles?
It's spelled C-H-U-R.
I spelled Charles.
Charles.
I wrote that sign, Charles. Charles Michael Davey.
A handwritten sign.
Yeah, it's on a crayon or something.
And I sat in it all day.
That's pretty good.
I own that Charles.
Yeah, I like that.
Me and Summerhalder, we always laugh. I only did this show to work with Ian because we were buddies before, and then turns out everybody else was rad as hell, and we're friends for life and stuff, except for Charles. But me and Ian would just like laugh up until action. Every scene that John and Damon would have is like, hey, I hate you. It's like, make out already. And it's like, we'd be laughing up until the makeup would crease up until we'd go, like, sound, speed, smooth it out. And action. Hey man, you want a French? That was our process. That's how we worked.
He liked grabbing your dick.
He did. No, dude, no. That Summers told me to do that one time when it was one of these. He's like, just fucking get it. It was so close on him. Just fucking give it. And I really gave it to him. It's on the look guy, bro.
He loved to do that.
He loved to do that.
Do it all the time.
Yeah, I gave it back to him.
No, Ian would grab me.
You do a little tap.
Just
a little love tap.
Or the grab. Just like
Just to see what side you were checking on. Hey, again, I got him back for you.
Couldn't make his way through an entire scene without, a dick tap, calling line. but would always remember to give you your business. Jesus. I miss him.
Listen.
Did this happen to you as well?
Yeah, he does it.
No time.
I don't want to talk about it.
There's one time, because
Apparently we very publicly are.
over the shoulder holder, he's like, he's a wonderful environmentalist, but he's like the best at being mortified by what's happening too. But he's excited about what's happening. And one time he had his iPad and he's like, came over to me and Paul Summers, the same guy who fucking made me shit the bed. And we were just talking, and he said, he came over and was like, dude, do you know Lasagna has a biofuel plane right now? And he had to go to set and he gave it to us. And I was like, Summers, dude, what's biofuel made out of? And he's like, dead puppies. And I was like, Durr, what breed? That's just something that happened.
Thank you for your question.
Did we lose it? Did we know where you were?
We go way off the track.
Tangential.
Stay on the track.
We're like Steven
Sagittarius, Aquarius rising.
Hi, y'all.
Hi there.
My question is for Daniel. If you could change Elijah's and Klaus's relationship, how would you?
I'm so sorry. I missed the very beginning of that.
How would you change?
Actually, I missed the whole thing.
I said if you could change the relationship between Elijah and Klaus, how would you?
Oh, I think it was just perfectly chaotic. That relationship was, that was the nucleus of the show. Their dysfunction. I'm not certain that I would. I probably had them not making these very public decrees at the end of every episode, saying and never again shall I ever do an insert thing that they're not going to do, and then have at the beginning of the next episode them doing the thing that they said that they were never going to do. I'd probably change that part.
I would have liked to have seen you guys do more brotherly things, like just play a pickup basketball game.
Well, it was fun. Do you remember
Play one-on-one.
Ball it. One of our amazing writers.
First to 10, get staked.
Happy steak.
Do you remember, like, one of our fabulous writers, Diane Adamu, like, one of our most famous scenes is, like, a scene that the fans ended up calling Vampire Book Club, and we were just kind of just sitting there reading, and this, like, just casually talking to one another, the camera pulls out, and there's a body in front of us, and I felt like they didn't capture that quite enough in the show. It was really fun to watch, like, just them doing the most pedestrian things, but they're also kind of murderous. I thought that was really, like, the funniest they were.
Playing Mario Kart.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
My question's for all y'all. When y'all auditioned for y'all's role, did you receive the role you auditioned for, or did they give you a different character in the show?
That's a good question.
I think I already answered it earlier. Matt effing Davis beat me out for. I don't even know. I don't remember like the character name.
I mean, I originally auditioned for Caroline, but
I would have been good.
They had other ideas.
They went a different direction. No. I mean, I auditioned for Marcel. And yeah, I got it. You know who else auditioned for Marcel? Who was Pedro Pascal?
Wow.
Oh, I read that somewhere.
Right? He's so good. Queen Latifah. Queen Latifah. I think Queen Latifah was made an offer. She turned it down.
She doesn't call
Yeah, Pedro Pascal. And if there's any Flash fans, Rick Cosner.
Oh, Rick.
Rick Cosner.
Oh, interesting. Yeah. He's a good guy. Yeah. I honestly can't remember. I feel like I read for Damon at some point, but I feel like everybody did in that process. Like read for Damon and then Paul, and then they were like, no. And then we just kind of went down. And I was like, Tyler, yeah, sure, okay, good.
I want to be a wolf someday.
That works. Yes, Mr. Thank you.
Hi.
Hi there.
This is a question for Daniel. What was your favorite scene to film with Joseph and why?
Favorite scene with Joseph and why?
Still thinking about Queen Latifah. This is how Chucky's talking.
No, but I'm done because was the nuances of the. Sorry, this is not cool. I'm sorry. What my favorite scene to shoot with Joseph Morgan and why? Definitely murdering him right at the end because I got to silence that shit. It could be done. I'm trying to think. We had so many fun scenes. It was just it was my great joy, my very perverse pleasure to make sure that guy didn't get through a scene without. I just wanted to destroy every moment.
So are you saying when it was on his coverage, you would sabotage?
Just shit on the whole process.
But a testament to Joseph Morgan.
That's true. Well, if you're wondering why he's so intense, it's just that he's working around that. He's not just doing his job. He was doing his job and my job all at once.
We have one more question.
He blames me. I don't know how, because it's teed up there. And like, when I met him, I was like, oh, Jonah. He's like, no one's told me that before. It's like, are you fucking kidding me? It's crazy. And now he blames me for everybody calling him Jonah. I was like, it was right there. Like, it was almost too easy.
Hi. I was wondering what the weirdest scene you've done with a co-star.
That's an interesting question.
Weirdest. I noticed some. that's gonna come to me later. We're gonna be in the middle of the Q&A, I'm like, oh God, I got it.
There was a weird scene.
That girl.
It wasn't weird. All right, it wasn't weird. It wasn't weird at all because I was looking very much forward to it. It was a little show called Alias some years back.
Oh,
and,
boy.
In the scene.
Come on.
I mean, shit. I mean, you look at that on Netflix, it holds up like an armed fucking robbery. It's still that good. J.J. Abrams, you ever heard of that fella? Okay, there we go. I'm upset. Anyway, in the scene, Jennifer Garner she's pretending to be my girl at the time, Melissa George. I love the Melissa George. Oh yeah, no. Oh yeah, sweet Pellegrino pomegranate. Appreciate you. And we're doing these shots, right? There's this Russian guy's like, I heard you have these crazy sexual predilections. I'd like to see that. And so we do these shots. He gives me the line, you know. Take a line. But it keeps, and then she bites my lip. And I was like, I'm gonna kiss Jennifer Garner. Those lips are like clouds. Lips are like Tempur-Pedic pillows. But the lines just kept shooting down our throat. Like it was just like we were just chugging Tums. It turned out to be not the day I was expecting. We just had heartburn the entire time. That was a weird one.
The weirdest thing that's happened, the weirdest scene you've ever shot.
Oh, okay. The weirdest scene.
Does it have to be from the show?
Any show.
You prefer? It's probably better if it is.
Sure.
Oh, right, I mean that.
So my Alias story was like, it's a vampire.
Bring it to the Alias convention and get out of here, you sucker.
I go to the Alias convention. I love Alias.
Thank you, dude.
I was ready to clap about it. It's weird to see. Oh, remember when they built that indoor pool thing on Matt Davis' episode? We all got like ear infections, like for weeks. But that was bizarre. There was some sort of. It was on our show.
You were there.
We built that big pool thing, and it was so disgusting. And it was warm. It was just like a broth by the end of it. It was just like a broth of every. No, that was just disgusting. That wasn't weird. I feel like the whole show was so weird.
That's what I was gonna say. It's like there's so many weird moments throughout. Like
yeah, and so many times you're acting to. Like, oh, okay, well, you know, a special effect or a thing, and it's just weird, and you're walking around with like a steak sticking out of you while you're kind of having lunch.
There was that day you had to get covered in blood, so they had to dump buckets on you.
I don't know.
At first they put a cup, and then you're like, more blood. And then you had to do the
I said more?
Yeah.
Jesus. Commitment. I mean, honestly, it's just all.
I was like, that's so much blood, that's gross. It was all sticky, and it was down your pants. He said when you got home, you found blood in places you didn't know.
Yeah, oh shit. Yeah, I closed the real door in my mind. Just slowly but firmly. I don't even recall it. It's just all, the red door. I closed the red door in the shower that day. Just wide brush scrubbing. Yeah, out damn spot, beautiful. Thank you.
Literary reference.
I wish I'd answered your question better. Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank you. Best part of waking up is being on stage and answering questions. I'll work on it.
On that note, let's give it up for David Anders, Charles Davis, and Daniel Kelly. Charles is going to start his autograph, his photo op soon.
Wait a second.